Hello everyone, my name is Lance090 and welcome to Let's Play They Are Billions. It'll be a slightly different game for the channel than we've played anytime recently or ever, I think, really. It's an RTS game. The RTS game in beta. I think it's still technically early access on Steam. But it's an RTS, which we haven't tackled yet. So that should be interesting. I'm not the best at them. When I was a kid, that used to be my favorite genre, just mess around in, but I was never actually good at them. But I think at this point, maybe I'm a little bit smarter to be able to figure things out. Name we wish to identify this survival game. Oh, kitty, what are you doing on my desk? So, They Are Billions is, like I said, it's an RTS, but it's a little bit different than the usual RTS. You're not fighting against other nations or whatever that are like the same as you. Instead, it's a player versus environment kind of game, and you're fighting against zombies. And as the title implies, lots and lots of zombies. I think if you look at the description of the game, it says they can add up to 20,000 units on the screen at once. So there's a lot of them. We fight like hordes as time goes by. We have to survive like 120 days to finish. Or actually, it says 100 days base game. As you go on, it gets worse and worse. It's interesting. More days makes it easier, so I guess that would mean it would pace out the invasions. Because I think in the base 100 days, it's every 15 days. So it might spread it out over the more days. That's what I would assume. Otherwise I don't see how more days would actually be harder, but that's fine. Medium population. So as we beat more of these challenges on the survival mode, it'll unlock more of these levels. This theme is locked. You have to win a survival game for the theme Dark Moorland with a score factor 100%. Yeah, we probably can do like... Oh no, it does. Less days is... No, it was as I said. I don't know why. It confused me for a second there. But we'll just stay it on the base settings for now. And get started. It also has a steampunk theme to it, which I don't know if they're gonna have like a campaign to kind of like explain why. Steampunk aesthetic isn't completely my thing, but doesn't matter too much one way or the other. And it's pausable. It's a pausable game. Nice to have. And we're gonna need it, because I'm not one of those, like I said, I don't play very many RTSs, I'm not that great at them. I'm not someone who can do 200 actions per minute or anything, and I don't know any of the hotkeys or anything for this game. I haven't practiced at all, I've just seen people play. So the world is randomly generated, as far as I know, every time. So we have 4 archers and a soldier to mess around with at the start. The archers are silent, but they're silent and very fast, but they don't do as much damage as like the soldier does, and the soldier also has armor that reduces the damage he takes and everything. And we have all sorts of resources we have to manage. Let's get started here. Right now we just have 20 wood and 200 gold. Huh. Kind of kind of strange. I don't know if, like some of the resources are displayed over here, and some of them displayed over here. I think all the ones over here are like... You don't spin them. You don't spin them to like construct anything. You spin them to maintain things. Not exactly. I don't know, it's just kind of odd that these are kind of split into 2 kinds of... But let's start by building a bunch of tents here. This is basically our houses. And it seems like it'd be good to tuck them back here against this this mountain wall. A lot of this game is all about knowing where to build your defenses and stuff. So we actually have a pretty decent map here. I'm hoping that this forest kind of loops over here, or the mountain loops down over here. Kind of cuts this back area off so we don't have to defend it at all. That'd be nice. But at least we're kind of protected on this side. But there's also, we don't also have very much space to work around in, and that's actually probably going to be a big problem. I'm just gonna start by building all of them. Then
you are gonna pay me for this, right? Are you sure?
Split everyone off in a direction.
Quick, what do you want now? What? Yeah.
As you expect from what I said before,
Roger that.
I don't make too many promises about
A new task.
being very good at this.
Okay.
So expect mistakes.
Great.
More familiar than this game with this game than I am, then
Wasting my time.
I'm like pretty angry.
Great idea. No,
Scared.
I'm just kidding.
Attention.
You
Building
call that a
completed.
plan?
Choose your mayor.
Get to choose a mayor after a few hours pass. I think they're also randomized. So one of them will give us the research stakes trap, and the other one we get 2 more rangers. I'm gonna have to upkeep them. But I think 2 extra rangers at the start here, because we can always research more. Always train more, but we don't have a building to train people yet, so extra rangers from the get-go may be pretty valuable for us. Okay. Anything right now. Have to wait for some gold. Gold and wood. Supposed to build a wood building first. No, it takes gold. Have to wait.
My bow and arrows are ready. My bow and arrows are ready.
Orders, sir. Great idea, sir.
What do you want now? Great. Okay, but it's gonna cost you double. Gotcha.
But my cursor
Whatever you say.
cursor does not
As long as you
scroll.
pay me.
I have to put the arrow keys.
Great.
This is actually really curious. Like, there's a lot of space over here.
This better be good. Gotcha.
Zombies will kind of like
Oh.
encroach in on your territory over time.
Understood.
Gonna spread these people out.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? This better be good.
I think I have the
Whatever you
focus to
say.
multi-manage
As
everyone
long
here.
as you pay me. Roger that.
Mostly just explore with these ones while the other ones
Yeah.
defend.
Are you sure? I hope you're not wasting my time. You order, you pay.
Here. Well, I'm coming after us.
You
Probably put
again.
this
Great.
roller out so they cover a little
Are
bit
you sure?
of base.
Just tell
Back
me
and
what
forth.
to do. Come on.
Okay, let's do this. Great. What? Yes. Okay.
Realizing it's going to be hard for me to give commentary on this one
Are
since
you
I haven't
sure?
played it ever killed one.
Great.
Looks like they stopped chasing us. It's good to know though that they'll
That's a plan.
yeah, this one is kind of
Roger
just
that.
kind of walking slowly in this direction. I think that means he's like pathfinding to try to test our defenses. The game's kind of self-aware about that kind of stuff. It'll send things every once in a while to come attack your base to make sure that that you've built everything that you need to have built. Let's get no one's starving. don't have very many trees next to us, actually, I'm realizing. I think we got a pretty bad map here. Don't have the personal experience to say that for sure, but from what I've seen other people have, I think this is a pretty bad map. That you know, did they get through here? That's really good. So even though this looks like there's a gap there, there's actually no gap there. None of these can get in that way. Allow us to spread out a little bit more. Fortunately, I don't like that there's zombies right there, because I'd like to wall off right here. This is a very wide area as well, but I don't really know how... That's a really big wall to build there, so I don't know how I'm going to expand that way. Exactly where the zombies were over here. Kinda in here. Might be able to cap off right here. This could also be a problem because there's can't build over resources.
You again.
Start cutting into that horde and spread more out that way.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Attention. Building completed.
If this is a small gap or if there's
Okay.
more zombies than that.
What's up? Any infected around?
These up
Yes.
and try to kill some of these zombies.
Great.
Attention.
Are you sure?
Building completed.
What? Great.
Roll, but they probably should be.
Roger that.
Okay, we got a sawmill, we got food. Power, but we don't need power yet. Big thing I see most the better players do is they try to tons of houses to start with. Have a ridiculous amount of space to work with here. Try to make that happen. There has to be a way to fix the scroll. Let's see. Correct. Like, I thought it actually might have been on full borderless window, because that's usually what it means when I can scroll off the screen, but it doesn't actually seem. Oh. Crashed. Auto restarted. That's interesting. I thought it was a little bit past those kind of errors. It did back up as soon as it did that. I'm just surprised that it... Maybe it didn't crash, maybe it just auto restarted. I've never seen a game actually do that though. It's usually just like restart when you want to restart. Did not fix this. That's gonna be incredibly annoying. I'll just have to get used to it, I guess.
You again.
Scrolling for every way other than where my second monitor is. Odd. Very, very odd and going to drive me insane.
Building completed.
This better be good. Yeah. Gotcha.
Commander? Orders, sir.
Zombie might come up. wood workshop is like a research building for us. Tesla towers expand our building range. They're like constructing additional pylons.
Aren't there other units to bother? Great.
Going to actually
Okay.
WASD. So,
Yes, tell me. But be quick. Roger that. Okay.
weird that you can semi-see out of your line of sight. Useful, but also strange.
Attention. Building completed.
Okay. Fumble around with the interfaces for a while until I learn where everything is. I'm gonna keep spreading out this way so I can build my walls. Which I'm gonna need like a tower to pull it off completely.
This better be good.
Side. I was hoping that this would close off. It does not seem like it's going to do that.
Gotcha.
Rather get
Yeah.
Attention. Building completed.
What do you want now?
this way a little more. Good wall off of there, but I think I would rather go up a little bit more.
This better be good. What's up? Any infected around?
Plausible, at least. Players who know what they're doing. Expand pretty aggressively. So I'm trying to push up a little further than I might normally.
Gotcha.
We'll want to clear things out over time,
Great.
but we can also not really waste time clearing infinite hordes right now. We just don't have the
All the way.
firepower to deal with that kind of thing.
You again. This better be good.
It's
Whatever
at
you
one
say,
person to
as long as
control.
you pay me. You again. Okay. This better be good. Gotcha.
Attention.
I hope you're not
Building
wasting my
completed.
time.
Oh, that bird. They need to get rid of the birds, dude. They, terrify me. Oh, it's swooping in towards my troops, and I was like, Jesus Christ. There is special zombies. It would not surprise me if there was a flying zombie in this game. The only thing about building more tents is on grass areas you can build farms later. Farms provide a ridiculous amount of food. If I start building a bunch of houses on this grass, I'm going to regret it. So instead, I need to either build the houses out on this dirt or on this dirt. Either way is a little bit scary. I'll start. Tesla towers. Probably the best place.
Roger that.
Kinda need to be higher up so you can just defend this Tesla tower.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
It's the units have upkeep, so them saying that you are gonna pay me for this, yeah, I am. Paying a money, and it's using up a worker.
Gotcha.
Attention. Building completed.
From a distance, it's sometimes hard to tell what's a person and what's a zombie. Drive me insane. Trying not to waste too much time here, but I think I am like not expanding quickly enough, really. Don't worry. You do have to leave room for pathing. People can't walk on buildings or anything.
Attention. Building completed.
There, and that'll probably be as far as I expend like our Tesla grid out for now. We need to start working on defenses.
What?
Have some resources in.
Attention. Building completed.
There.
Order? You are gonna pay me for this, right? Roger that. Okay. Great. Okay.
Attention. Building completed.
Up. Back by a lot of
What? Yeah.
here, but for another.
Oh, more orders. What? Are you sure? Yes. What do you want now? What? You would.
2 archers for like backup.
What?
I think this person is.
Are you sure?
I think if you accidentally try to path them through a building, we'll get stuck on it. So I try to avoid that. All right. Walls. Like some of the really good players have also noticed they don't actually build their full walls to start. They just build like a partial wall. Because I guess enemies will kind of path to go attack the walls. At this point I just have to because I don't have enough resources to... and it does try to limit how much resources you can get from a pile, because as you saw, like... I don't know if I grabbed a core yet, but like this, there is space for like another sawmill. Not really easy to prove my point here because there's not really any legal building areas. But basically there's like a radius around this sawmill that you can't place another sawmill. Like I can't build one here. There's already building the same resources in this area, it says down at the bottom. That's how it regulates keeping you from getting too many resources from a single source. If I put one here, hope I can put. Well, if I need to like min-max my space, or if I need to make sure that I get a little bit of extra wood, probably better to min-max my space, I imagine. Here it might not be.
You're gonna pay me for this, right?
More wood. More people. Food. Same thing for here. The conjures cabbage. Cabbage? Just curious, if I put one here, can I... kind of doubt that I can place 2 more. I can only place 1 more, which means I should probably put 1. Let's trust in the opinion of the better players that partial walls will function. But like I said, over here it kind of sucks. Like, I would like to build a wall like right here. For one thing, it's halfway out of our zone of control. Could always build another Tesla tower, but the other thing is resources in the way anyway. The best I can do is like right here. Actually, there's no here either, so I think it. But I can't. Sucks. I can't build a double wide wall here and have the Tesla tower, really. Solution. I can do this. That's quality. Put it in there. Very weird spot for it, but I got to do it. First wave should come at day 15. Till then, we should be mostly safe. Unless we do something stupid.
Attention. Building completed.
Okay. Should have checked to make sure that that had been covered by this Tesla tower. Probably push a tiny bit with these 2 people, because they're just not doing anything. It's a waste of resources. They can shoot for free.
Are you sure?
Units do also slowly heal over time as well. So even taking a little bit of damage is not the end of the world.
Yes.
An expendable resource, we should be expending it. Having them go clear over here because they can fall back to the soldier. Back up. He would be the best for backing them up. Would gates take up 3 spaces?
You're gonna pay me for this, right? Roger that. Yes.
Space for like defenses as well. There is zombies that can jump over walls, which is why I'm hesitant to put one like here. Something might be able to jump right onto it. If a zombie touches a house, it's basically game over because they convert all the workers who work in that house into zombies. In particular, I think it turns them into fairly strong zombies as well. So you don't want to leave easy ways for the zombies to get to your tents and things. Very bad time. We're getting our defenses up. On energy? No, it's, yeah, I think we're low on energy now.
Attention. Building completed.
Let's see, where can we get... Windmill is a little... I think workers work here, though. I think it's actually anything that has a worker in it can... zombified. Base management is like a big part of this. But I said it kind of sucks that... a ton of space to work with. Same thing with the mills, they have a radius where they can't build another one next to them. So the nice thing we have about this map is that we kind of can completely surround this forest. The thing that kind of sucks though is that we don't have much space to work in.
Roger that.
Sereno. Also, what the professional player was doing is he didn't build gates. So I have to decide if that's going to be my strategy as well. I also have to decide, am I going to cut off over here, or am I just going to cut off? If I could cut off here. I think that's a bad idea.
A new tab. Yes.
Kinda not. Zombies can attack.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? I hope you're not wasting my time. Yes, tell me. But be quick.
I decide where I want to. I want to leave one back here. Oh,
Oh, more orders. Gotcha. Yes.
Just tell me what
here.
to
I'm gonna have him come down.
Attention. Building completed.
But yeah, the zombies can't attack just the blueprints. You can kill them instantly because they don't have any HP yet.
Gotcha.
Building things in places where you're not sure they're going to be protected can be fairly bad.
Okay. Yes. What's up? Any
That way.
around?
This
Gotcha.
way.
Attention. Building completed.
I think it was the right call to get the archers instead of the traps. One thing, we don't even have the resources to set up the trap.
What? Yeah.
He's gonna be back.
Commander? All right.
But sure.
Our soldiers are in trouble.
Yeah, they almost got
Any
touched there.
orders?
Push a little.
Just tell me what to do. Is everything okay?
Our forces are in danger.
Kinda ambushed there. Because I had to pull this guy away from his post over there, otherwise she would have been fine. Did like half damage. Guys
Commander?
away from my wall.
Understood. All the way. That will be easy.
Like the soldier has a slightly shorter range. Kinda surprising me. I'm not gonna kill her this whole horde. Take forever.
Let's go.
Just need to be able to build here.
Any
In
orders?
fact, we're wasting wood right now. These defensive boys up.
You again.
Not the cleanest wall.
Gotcha. Whatever you say.
Did not
as
put
long as you pay me.
things here, so
Commander? Come on.
not put gates there, so I guess we're going with the expert strategy.
Let's go. Of course, my commander.
Yep. Anywhere we don't think we can expand quickly, we might just build standard walls. So yeah, we talked about some of the enemy logic. The other thing they do is they will come, when the horde comes, it's going to attack your least protected wall. It's protected zone. In some ways you can kind of strategize. You can say, alright, I'm going to leave this space the least protected. Yeah, and archers can shoot over it too. And the soldiers too. New walls in the same area.
They are
Those
trying
walls are
to
not.
break through.
What's up? Any infected around?
Shooting at you.
Yeah. You order, you pay.
Soldiers.
You call that a plan? Yeah.
Eat more Trojans. So, can we build? There. There. There, although I'm kind of scared of this direction right now. Fairly beefy walls over here to build another Tesla's.
Aren't there other units to bother? What? Roger that.
Yes.
Better be good.
Push up to this. Yeah. Few more archers. We need like two archers on each wall, because it seems like right now the zombies can get to the walls before we can kill them. Getting jumped on. He actually got hit.
Orders, sir.
Got hit. How did he get hit? And hit. He messed up if he got hit. That was his fault.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? Gotcha. Yeah.
We'll need our barracks pretty soon here, because we're closing in on that first wave. I need a soldier center. I need a soldier center. Something awful. Put it here. Fairly centralized.
The walls are under attack. Attention. Building completed.
Clear things out. We could stand further. Too many walls to cover everything. I'd like to pull more people up here to help clear this horde out, but
What?
not enough.
Yes.
Fair, right?
You again. Roger that. Okay.
I know you can't path that way around. You have to.
Whatever you say. As long
So the
as
walls
you
like.
Attention. Building
They have a pretty big supply of money, surprisingly. Food is gonna be a problem next, I think. Luckily, full access around this pond here. So first horde we should be able to tackle just more archers. Second horde we're gonna need ballista towers to help defend. And third horde I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be able to actually beat. I feel like I'm not good enough to do it yet. But that's all the time we have for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed and have a good day.